And we're off the range today with a Bulgarian Makarov. Going to go ahead and take some shots, see how it does. And we're off the range today with a throwback to the past, to the Cold War. This is a Bulgarian Makarov. This is the first Makarov that I've ever shot. There again, I want to thank Chuck for loaning this to us to take it for a spin. They're an interesting firearm, influenced by the Walther PPK, as a lot of the firearms from that era were. As far as shooting it, it's snappy recoil, so it's kind of like a 380 on steroids. I mean, the Makarov round, it's a hot round, so a lot of velocity. This shot fairly well. I mean, it was straight. It was, it shoots straight. Not a lot to say with it as far as that goes. I mean, it's a fairly modern overall firearm. Of course, being of the era and vintage it is, there's no front rail, there's no top plate for optics or anything. The sights are, there you go, very much from that era. What I was going to say. So very hard to pick up. They're hard to pick up. They're small. This was intended to be a concealed carry firearm or covert operations, which it still could be. So the sights kind of even made sense. I see this as a purse gun. Oh yeah, it'd be good for that. For somebody that's confident with being able to handle the recoil. Yeah. Of a similar to a 9, right? Maybe a beefed up 380, maybe not quite a 9. Yeah. So it's stout. I mean, the recoil. Yep. I wouldn't say stout. That makes it sound like it's really heavy. It's really snappy. Yep. I enjoyed shooting it, so. I don't think it has as much recoil issues as like a Ruger EC9, a comparable sized gun. I think the EC9 hops a lot more than this. Yes, I would agree with that. So if you can compare that, I know the EC and the LC9s are very popular guns, purse carry guns or the brawl carry guns, whatever, for women. If recoil's an issue with you or your girlfriend, this might be something to do. I mean, what's the retail on this? They're running around $500. I mean, they're a collector firearm, so this isn't necessarily one you would want to go out. But they have the same round gun out there I've seen on surplus for a lot less, right? Like a different manufacturer, same type of gun. And that's the thing about all these ComBlock firearms. They were made by several different countries. They made, I don't know if it was millions of them or not, but it would not surprise me. Like I've seen a Yugoslavian Makarov or something like that. So they show up occasionally in the $200 range. Yeah, $200 to $300. Those prices are all inching up, though. Yep. All of these firearms, they're drying up. A lot of it due to import restrictions. Right. That might be changing now with a change in administration. Let's hope. Maybe. So that could change that. But I mean, by the same perspective, Nagant's, Mosin's used to be $100. $89. Yeah, $89, and now those are pushing $500. $400 or $500, which same thing with these. These used to be super economical. There you go. Yeah, easy word for me to say. The prices are just going up. That's just a reality with them. So if you want one, buy one sooner than later because they're not going to get cheaper.
No, it's a straight shooting gun. A couple things that I'd like to point out. We already talked about the sights are archaic. I don't know if you can, you'll see it on the close-up Craig does. For your wife or for whoever wants to use this as a carry gun, it does have a safety. A lot of people freak out if a gun doesn't have a safety and they're carrying it around in their purse, especially newer shooters, newer concealed carry people.
This has the heart attack safety, though.
What's the heart attack safety?
It's when it's cocked back.
Oh.
And you're going to put it on safe. The first time, just I call it the heart attack safety because if people are not ready for it, you put it on safe, and the hammer drops, and you go. Oh.
If you see me shooting this, it's the very first thing I did. I didn't quite do the heart attack, but I'm like, that's interesting.
Yep.
You put it on safe, it actually decocks. I don't see a pro or a con with that. It's just it's a feature of the gun. It does have the old school
the European style heel release. I'm not a fan of those.
Not a fan. It's not. This one's not hard. What was the gun we were shooting that had the absolute hideous heel release? This one's actually fairly smooth.
Yeah, I can't remember what that one was. I know which one you're talking about, though. It was terrible.
But I don't like them in general. But,
yeah, I agree. In general, I don't care for them. This one's not bad.
What do you think this is for? You can put it on a chain hanging around your neck? Or
yeah,
what?
yeah, that's what it's.
Is that really? You can be Flava Flav?
Yeah. No, it's just a lanyard loop. There again, these were designed for military issues, so a lot of times they'd have a lanyard going around their shoulder, have that on there, so if the gun fell out of the holster, it wouldn't fall away. It would just drop down.
Interesting.
Overall, I like it. I think it's an interesting. It would be an interesting firearm to add to your collection. If you had one of these, you could press it into service as concealed carry without any problem. You could even press this into an actual duty sidearm, and this would be your firearm. Like I said, the round it's a hot little round. Now, with all that being said, it is not a super common popular cartridge. You can usually find some ammo. You're not going to have a lot of ammo choices. You're not always going to be able to go into a gun shop and find it. You're not going to be able to go into like a lot of the big box stores. They're not going to have it on.
Is this the one you were told me is 50 cents a round?
It's about 50 cents a round, which isn't crazy, but the 9mm back down to this I bought a box of 50 rounds. It was $27. 9mm running 12, 13, getting back into the normal price range sphere again. So it is a little bit pricier to shoot, and you're a little bit more limited in ammo options. So if you have one of these, let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you like videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more like it.
I think we just lost.
And as always, until next time, stay safe.